Hello and welcome my YouTube friends. I want to welcome you to this lesson. In this lesson, I just want to teach you what you are seeing right here. These are power foundations. I want to teach you on how you can detail power foundations. So if you follow me along in this lesson from start to finish, it means that you're able to detail any kind of a power foundation as you can see from here. So I'll take you step by step. I'll not skip anything so that you can learn on how you can properly do the detailing of power foundations in Revit. Now, if you like what I'm doing on this channel, please make sure that you like my video, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, check my website, skillmaxcard.com for some exciting courses. All right, so we'll get started in this lesson and I'll start from scratch so that you can learn step by step. So what I'll do, I'll simply close this one and I'll not save it. All right, I'll close everything here, click on no. And we are going to start a new project by clicking on new right there. Then go to browse because I don't have the template that I want to use. I'll simply go to browse there and go to my installation files there and make sure that I find my template under the English because I'm a metric guy. And I'll just pick one of the templates here, which is called structural analysis. This one is a structural template and click on open. You can see it here now. It's loaded and simply click on OK. All right, now from here, we are going to just create a few levels there for our powers. We just go to south elevation there. And now from here, we are going to add a level below here at the, at the depth of 1.5 meters. And we just go to structure and go to level there. Just hover our cursor there. Click the first point and the second point until it snaps and click there. All right. Then I'll select the level at the bottom and we see that we have a temporal dimension right there. I'll just click on OK and type 1500 and click there. All right. Click outside. Now, I'm not sure if this level is appearing here. This is level 3 as we can see it's right there. Now, I'll just select on it and I'll just call it TP. Caps. All right, click outside and click on yes so that it can be renamed there. All right, so it's at 1.5. I think I'm just modeling the foundation, so up there it doesn't matter. If I want, I can even delete that one. All right, or let me delete it. We can add some more levels later on. Now we are going to open this particular floor plan. TP, just click there, and now the next step is to add our grids. Go to structure, then click on the grid, and we're just going to have about 3 grids. The first point and the second point, you click. You can watch the dimension there. If you are happy with where you want your next grid to be, click the first point, the second point, maybe the last one. We can have it here. Click the first point and the second point. As you can see, it's 1, 2, 3. Now the next grids, it will be horizontal. Click the first point and the second point. Escape on your keyboard, zoom in here, and we can change this one to A. Click inside. I'll select this one and type CS on my keyboard as a shortcut. Over my cursor there, maybe I want this one to be at 5 meters. Maybe let me drag it up to maybe 7. Click the first point and the second point. Click there, and now let me just drag these, grid so that I can just make sure that my plan is looking neat. So here we are. All right, now at TP we are going to add those power foundations, and to do that, just go to structure. Now you are going to find the power foundations under the isolated, so don't expect to see anything here as power foundation. Of course, the isolated foundation, so just click on it. If you check there, you are not going to find the power foundation. It's not loaded. So just go to load family there, then make sure that you go to the installations there where you have the, let me just go back once. I'll go to this template, which is the UK template, and I'll go to structural foundations. Okay. Right, structural foundations. Then from here, you see that I have a number of power foundations. Now, I'm just going to pick this one. Make sure that maybe if you want to see properly, change to thumbnail so that you can even have a preview of what you are selecting here. So I'll pick the 2 power cap, then I'll hold, I think, control there. Then I want the one with three powers. Okay, this one, and the fourth one, the other one with 4 powers. Okay, this one here, and I'll simply load within my project. Okay, so you can see that by default, this one is loaded with 3 powers. So I can just move in my cursor there. Remember, we are at this level, the TP, the one we renamed there. So I'm happy. I can just pick like that. Maybe this one here. I just have that one. Then I can maybe change. I also want to add this one. Now I'm not changing the sizes. You can change, but I just want to show you that you can do this. Okay, so I'll just add it there. Add it right there. And maybe the other one with 4 powers. Okay, I'll pick it and I just want to add it here and also add it there. All right. Maybe let me remove this one by deleting, then I'll select this one, and also let me first of all delete this one also. Select this one, CS on my keyboard to create similar and add it there. Escape on my keyboard, select this one, CS on your keyboard, then click it there and escape. All right, so we have our Power Foundations. Okay, now what I can do is to just activate the extents, the first box and the second box under the extents. Then you can just drag it like that, put it there, drag it, drag it. You are just trying to clean up your detail here. All right. Now the scale 1 to 100 is okay. I can change it to 1 to 50 if I want. Okay, so let's leave it there. Now the other thing that I want to change are the powers, the length for the powers. So I'll select it, click on edit. We have the power length there. So it's up to you again according to your design. I'll put it at 0.8 meters. Okay. Select this one, go to edit, change the power length. Maybe I want to have the same length. All right. Okay. Now don't ask me that how did you arrive at that? Okay, I'm assuming that that's the design, so make sure that you do it according to your design. Select this one, click on edit. Okay, have we done the 3 of them? Select this one once again, edit. Okay, I think we are done. We have changed the powers. Now what I want to do is let's check it in 3D. You see that if I go to 3D, we have those powers. Oh, I didn't change this one. I'll select on it, click on edit, the power length. Where is it? Oh, for some reason we have the length 800, width. I'm looking for the power. Which kind of family is this? The clearance, foundation thickness. Okay, we can counter check this one. I think let's not waste time. Okay, so I'll change this one to shaded. As you can see, okay, we have this one with the powers not changed, but the other ones have changed, as you can see from here. Okay, I can counter check why it's not changing. Let me not waste time on this one. I'll check the appropriate parameter. Okay, now we see that maybe we have also a column on top there. If I just go to south elevation, I'll simply need to go on top of TP here and add that particular column there. I'll go back there and simply go to structure column. Okay, then click there and find maybe a concrete rectangular column. I'll select this one. Click on edit, duplicate, and now you can give it any other name. Click OK. I want this one to be a square one, so I'll put 450 there also. Then apply. Okay. And now make sure that you come here. We are at TP. We need to make sure that height is selected. And now just move there. You see that once the 2 grids appear, you can just click. Once the 2 grids appear, just click like that, as you can see. Okay, this is how you can add that particular, column on top, right, as part of the power. So also select that one, and you see that we are done. I'll click on modify there, go to my 3D view, and you see that we have it like that. All right, now for that particular detail, maybe I also want to add the floor here. Maybe could be a slab on grade or just a suspended floor or whatever it is. So let me quickly add the floor here. I'll select this one, click there and click on floor. I'll just go to this particular floor, generic floor. I'll use in situ concrete floor or the generic floor. I'll select on it. Now I'll simply edit, duplicate. It's a good practice. Rename it and click on OK. I'll click there and just check what we have here. Okay, maybe the thickness, I just want to have 200. Okay, the material, I'll leave it a generic for now. Click apply, click OK, click OK. Now for the floor, you see that you are in the sketch mode for a floor. So just pick these tools, maybe the rectangle, and I just want to have my floor from there. Just drag it maybe up to here. Then it's okay. I'll just click on finish. All right, then go to my 3D view. I have, oh, no, sorry. Okay, this particular floor is, I've modeled this floor at the wrong, level. So I'll select on it. And the level, it's easy in Revit. You can simply change from there and to shift like that. And this is what I want. Perfect, good. All right, so I'll go back there. I can start detailing now if I want. For those who likes, adding a shade there, you can add it there. Okay, now if I want to make sure that maybe I'm seeing, those powers in hidden, just make sure that you go to show hidden there, click on all, then you can see it like that. Okay, it looks good. All right, now I think before I start adding, let me add the annotations quickly before I add the two other details. Go to annotate, align dimension. Now this is easy. Okay, just click there. I just want to quickly show you how you can, add those details and put them on your sheet. Pick this one. Now it's going to snap at, okay, see snapping there. You can click. Then I can, if I just want maybe to dimension these grids, I can do that. Maybe these grids, just do that. So wait, we have to also details the actual powers maybe as a detail. So wait, let me just quickly finish, detailing this. Okay, quickly, then we can proceed to that, right? So maybe you can add it outside, or maybe if I want to add it outside, I can do that. Now I just want to add some more details here. And you can see that it's very, very fast and smooth, and you can start detailing quickly in Revit. Now let me just add it inside if I want. And I think I'm done with this one. Escape on my keyboard. I can go under the extents and remove the crop region. And you see that our detail is ready. It can be placed on the sheets now. It's not yet ready. Sorry, I need to add the marks here, the annotation. Maybe this is P1, this is P2, maybe PC1, PC2, PC3. So I'll go to this one, select on it, click on edit. I'll go to the type mark under the properties. Oh, where is the type mark? Let me just expand it here. Drag it there. We have the type mark. Okay, it's right there. So let me just drag it up to here and also drag this one up to here. So I'll call it PC1, power cap 1 here, apply. Okay, under the type mark. Okay, you see how we are going to utilize it. I'll select this one, click on edit. I'll call it PC for power cap. So I'll also drag this one. I just want to make sure that I'm putting it in the correct place. PC2 for power cap 2, apply. Okay, now I just need to apply to one because these are type properties, it to be found in all these. Okay, as long as it's of the same type. So I'll also click there and go to PC3. Okay, it will be called PC3. These are instance, parameters. So just put on one, then the details will be there. Okay, now after that, go to annotate and tag by category. Okay, you see that once I hover my cursor there, I can just click there, escape. You see that it's picking that name standard. Where is this coming from? That is a tag. I can select on it, and you see that that is the standard. It's picking the type name. I can modify this tag quickly by selecting on the tag. Go to edit family there. Then this is the tag that we have. Let's check its properties by selecting on it. Then edit label there. You see that under this label, this is the parameter which has been picked. Select on it, remove it. Now come here and find the type mark. Okay, so where is the type mark? Right here and add it. Then click on apply. Okay, now we can check, the properties for this text. Also where it's placed, but I don't want to do that. I can simply go to edit type and check the text. I want to make it bold. I think I'm okay with that. Okay. Then let's load it. Then click on override. Then you see that you have the PC2. So now once I select this one, CS on my keyboard to create similar, I can simply hover my cursor there. You see, I'm going to have that particular tag and it looks nice. And I can, annotate all these with all those tags. I can move that if I want. For example, I can just select on one, right click, and select all instances visible in view, and I can just use my arrow on my keyboard to just move it closer there. I can increase the font if I want. Maybe let me do that. Okay, we are not in a hurry, so that it looks nice. Edit there, and maybe let's have 5 as a text. Apply. Okay, click on load and overwrite existing, and it looks neat. Okay, nice. Okay, now we are done with this one, as you can see from here. So now what I'm going to do is to just maybe this detail, this is the one that I want to detail. Just go to view, then let's start with maybe a call out so that we detail the top view. So I'll click on call out. Okay, then just make sure that you click the first point and make sure that it's enclose. Click there and double click that little head. You see that it's open. Now you can change its scale, maybe 1 to 25, and you see that we have it like that. So now we can do our detailing on this one. Okay, and place it on our sheet. Now maybe the shading you can remove, the hatching you can if you want. For example, if I don't want the hatch on this one, I can select on it, go to materials and finishes, and click once there, click once again. Then you see that that is the surface pattern under that particular material, under the graphics. So we have the surface pattern and also the cut pattern. We are dealing with the surface pattern. That's the one we want, we don't want. So just go up, select that, apply. Okay, and this is how you can also change, but this one is a cut pattern. I can change to thick lines, and you can see that we have those thick lines. If I went also to this one, I can change to thick lines. Just type TL on your keyboard or click there. Okay, I think this one is already activated, as you can see from here. Okay, great. So now this one is just a detail which you can now, add whatever I want and remove whatever I don't want. Annotate there. I can, just detail it like that if I want. Okay, add my detail there. Select this one and add my detail there. Then this one, I'll pick this one, but to pick the dot there, make sure that the dot highlights and pick it. Pick this one, make sure that the dot highlights and pick this one. Now for this one, which is slanted, make sure that you pick the dot. When you place the cursor there, press on tab until the dot highlights, then click, then go to the top there, watch for the blue lines there, but the dot has to appear. Tab, click there, and we can have it like that. Even here, because there is this line at an angle, so it will just pick, that horizontal and this line. So we don't want that. Just make sure that you press on tab, click it. I hope I picked the dot. No, tab, pick it, and you can have it there. Okay, so you can go ahead and finish this other one. Let me not waste time because everything is the same. So I'll escape there. And now just remove this outer box by going to the extents down here, remove the two, crop region visible and annotation crop, and your detail is right there. All right, so this detail can be placed. Oh, what have I done? Undo. I'll select on this one, and I can, if I don't want to show these, maybe it's just a detail, select one, right click, hide in view by category, so all those can disappear. All right, now we also want in elevation, we want this detail. So what we can do, we can just go to view and let's cut a section. Let's make sure that it's a detail section, and we can cut a section maybe from this point up to that point. Make sure that you flip it in the other direction. How do we flip? Where are those small dots that we use? Okay, where is it? All right. Okay, for some reason I can't see it. Let me just delete it. Okay, and redo it. Supposed to see some small dots here. Let me start it from this point up to that point. Okay, it's this one. I think it was just hidden somewhere. It's the one you can use to flip this one. If I click there, it flips. Okay. Right. Okay, so I'll just drag it on top here. So once you drag it, just make sure that it's there. Now I can just double click this head. Okay, then you see that we have that particular detail, and I can just select this one and make sure that I just drag it up there and just drag it here. So what I'll do, I'll drag it a bit there and there because I want to create this detail. And so what I'll do, I'll just go to just remove the thick lines there. Once you remove the thick lines, now I'm just trying to clean up the detail. I'll select this one, hold Control, select this one, and hold Control again. Select this one. Okay, select this one. Select this one, hold Control, and select this one. I'm just trying to hide this, so hide in view by elements. Okay, so we have that particular detail. Now, if you want to add some shades, you can do that. You see, this is how it looks. I can go there, some graphics and maybe smooth lines. Now it's up to you on how you want to detail it. Okay, so others will not show the shading to just, just showing the lines. But for me, this is what I want to do. I think it's misbehaving a bit here. So maybe I may not add these. Okay, it's the shadow. Anyway, you've seen the whole point. If you want, you can add. If you don't want, you can just go to hidden lines. And here we are. So what I'll do, I can just go to annotate dimensions again. We can start adding these, maybe from center to center. Now the scale, don't forget about the scale, okay? Because it's 1 to 100, maybe change it to 1 to 25. All right, escape there. Select this one, drag it maybe up to somewhere here. Now I'll not add all the annotations. You can go ahead and finish all the annotations if you want, but ideally this is how you can add your detail. Maybe I want to add all the way up to the top. I can do that. If I want to show on this one, maybe let me select on this one. Now you see that these powers, I have to show some hidden lines there. So what I can do, I can just go to show hidden line by discipline, then you see that we have those hidden lines, and I can select on this one and add witness line and just add that one to show that we have that hidden line there, that at that corner there. So I think it looks good. Now let me just add some hatching there. Okay, so I'll just go to region, field region. I just want to do it quickly. Then I'll just use diagonal cross hatch. Let me edit it and duplicate, and I'll call it Earth for now. All right, so that I can click inside there and find the Earth. All right, so the Earth has been found, but click on edit there and just change the scale, maybe 0.5. As you can see from here, it changes. Then I'll click on OK. Then I'll drag it here. So now what you can see from here, I've changed the properties. I'll just click on apply. Okay, and now let me simply sketch it here. Now what I can do, I'll start with the spline, and I'll make sure that this one is invisible, and I can start it maybe from here. I'll just click these lines. Okay, this is the bottom one, and now change this line to a straight line, and this is a straight line, but I want to make sure that this one is not invisible. Okay, let me escape once. Okay, so now I'll change this one to maybe medium lines. I hope it continues from here up to there. Okay, so we have it like that. Let me finish. Okay, excellent. This is what I want. Then I'll select this one, right click, and I'll just modify the graphics. I want this one to be halftone. Apply. Okay, and this is what I want. Then select on it and just mirror it by just clicking on mirror or on your keyboard. Pick that one, click outside. Our detail is done. Let me just remove this one, the crop region, and you can see everything looks good. You can add more text, you can add more annotations if you want, but that's how you can detail your Power Cap. Now, if you want, you can now go ahead and add this detail. For example, we have, how many details do we have? Okay, let me just close this one. I don't want to save it. So we have this particular detail, looks good. We have this one here, and where is the actual, floor level, which is this one. All right, and we are done. This is how you can quickly create, details for your powers, as you can see from here. So thank you very much for watching. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, please like my video, subscribe to my channel. Ask some questions there if maybe there's something that you've missed or there's something more you want to understand, and I'll be glad to help you out. See you in some upcoming lessons.